Welcome to the Wakem Universe, my self-created universe for fans of Marvel, DC, and so much more. My name is Wakem, and I'm here to talk about the most tragic superhero in the entire MCU. Generally speaking, heroes in the MCU have all made many sacrifices, with some of them making more than others. Out of all of Marvel's heroes, one in particular stands out as being the most tragic superhero in the MCU, Guardian of the Galaxy Star-Lord aka Peter Quill. Star-Lord is easily the most tragic superhero in the entire MCU, who had to sacrifice the most out of any other hero. He had to endure a tremendous amount of pain and learn how to not only cope with it, but always do the right thing, even when it never benefited him. Let's take a closer look at why Peter Quill is the most tragic hero in the MCU. When it comes to Peter Quill, it makes the most sense to start with his mother. As we saw in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Peter's mom died when he was only 8 years old. Immediately after, Peter was abducted by aliens and he never saw his family ever again. This one day alone was nearly enough for Star-Lord to be labeled as the most tragic hero in the MCU, but let's continue on. Moving on to the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie, we meet Star-Lord's father, Ego, who is one of the biggest baddies we've ever seen in the MCU to date. It all started off great with Peter bonding with his long-lost father until we find out that he's a genocidal maniac, and above all else, he was responsible for killing Peter's mother. Despite the immense god-level power he was given from his father, Peter sacrifices all of it to do the right thing and ultimately kills his father to save the entire universe. It doesn't end there with Peter's family issues. His adoptive father Yondu is also taken away from him in an effort to save Peter. Yes, Yondu was the one who originally took Peter away from his family in the first place, but he was certainly a good-hearted father to Peter. It was clear he had a major impact on Peter, and he was the only true father figure in his life. For those of us keeping score, that's 2 fathers dying within one movie. Despite all of these hardships that would surely lead to a mental breakdown for any other person in the world, Peter finds love. Even though it's complicated between him and Gamora, there's definitely a spark there. As we saw in Avengers Infinity War, their love wasn't meant to last. When Thanos had Gamora in his clutches, Peter had no choice but to try killing Gamora to stop the Mad Titan. Thankfully, the Reality Stone prevented it from happening, but Peter had no way of knowing that until after the fact. He later ends up losing her at the hands of Thanos, and in a way, it's almost as if he had to live through her death twice. I frequently hear about how people blame Star-Lord for ruining the Avengers' plan on Titan when he attacked Thanos in a fit of anger, but I can't imagine anyone not doing exactly what he did. Oh, and on top of all of this, he was one of the unfortunate ones to be killed off by Thanos' snap, where he lost 5 years of time. Star-Lord's character arc is all about sacrifice and having to live on through all the tragedies he's experienced. Out of all the heroes in the MCU, he has certainly sacrificed and lost the most, and that's why he is the most tragic hero in the MCU. Sound off in the comments to let me know what you think, and also let me know if you have any other fan theories you'd like me to take a deeper dive into. Like this video if you agree Star-Lord is the most tragic superhero in the MCU, and while you're pressing buttons, go ahead and subscribe too. I hope to see you all in the Wakem universe again soon. Peace.